the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First for the visiting Ohio Bobcats, coached by Craig Moore. Leading off and playing center field, number 5, Xavier Hindigus. Batting second, the right fielder, number 7, Roush. Hitting third, the third baseman, number 2, Bauer. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 10, Mason Minzy. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, number 26, Will Sturry. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 4, Spencer Harbert. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 8, Michael Richardson. Hitting eighth and playing first base, number 50, Cale Baker. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Xavier Hindigus. The starting pitcher for the Ohio Bobcats, number 18, Edward Tucker. And now the starting lineup for your Eastern Michigan Eagles, coached by Roush. Leading off and playing right field, the number 7, Logan Hugo. Batting second, the second baseman, number 26, Daniel Workington. Hitting third, the left fielder, number 41, Matt Kirk. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, number 30, Brady Hubie. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 1.
In baseball and in life, it helps to go the extra mile. On the diamond, it helps if you can take the extra base. Ohio baseball will need to do a bit extra as the Bobcats start the second half of MAC play this weekend at Eastern Michigan. In total, it's 5 weekends, 20 games, and eyeing the standings, they'll have to take an extra win beyond just splits if they hope to get in the top 4. Senior catcher, Mason Minzy.
We definitely got to pick it up a little bit on both sides of the ball. We've been swinging it well. Just been getting unlucky on the offensive side. But I think once those balls start falling, I think we'll shape up pretty good for going forward. Just put in a little bit more focus with pitchers just executing pitches when they need to, just getting outs, throwing strikes, and then just the defense behind the pitchers just doing what they need to do and just cleaning up their kitchen to get a 1-2-3 inning on a more consistent basis.
Taking the extra base is something Minzy knows all about.
There's a fly ball hit a ton to right, and he did it again. Mason Minzy, his second home run of the day. The Bobcats 5th, and they're bashing their way to run rule in the Falcons. It's 17-6.
He's tied for the league lead in doubles with 13, and with his 6 homers, 19 of his 29 hits have been extra base hits.
When I hit it into the outfield, like I always know that there's a chance of being able to go 2, like right off the bat on a few of the swings that I've had. Like I could see that it's going right into the gap. So right off the bat, like I'm thinking 2 all the way, if not 3. Just trying to put my team into a better position for us to score some more runs.
The extra bases come extra to his work behind the plate, where he started 26 of the Cats' 28 games.
It's been sometimes being like having to stay locked in all the time, but just with all the preparation and work that I put into it, like I trust myself to be able to lock it in for both sides of the ball, whether it's on defense or offense. Just really focus on what the task at hand is and be able to execute.
Minzy's had to go extra miles, a lot of extra miles, to find the right college fit. He's from Grand Blanc, Michigan, was highly regarded in high school, and went to Lubbock, Texas to play 1 season at Texas Tech, then went to Mount Carmel, Illinois to Wabash Valley College in the COVID-shortened 2020 season before adding on to the old Doubleter and coming to Ohio.
I had a great time when I was at Texas Tech. I mean, I had a tough decision coming out of high school, making that far of a travel my freshman year. I mean, I had a tough decision to make when I was 16 years old, and that Texas Tech ended up being my only offer. So it was a great time being able to play with some really, really good players, learning off of them. And at the end of the day, I just didn't play as much as I hoped to, and I just made the decision to leave and ended up going to Wabash Valley, where I had some success there. and I was able to receive an offer from Ohio, and that's where I landed.
Going the extra mile certainly leads to taking extra bases, and Ohio will try to do some extra things to paint the bulk of the final 20 games of league play an extra coat of green and white.
1-0 pitch, fly ball left center field and deep, way back. This ball has a chance. It's gone, and the Bobcats paint this one green and white on a walk-off homer off the scoreboard for Mason Minzy. 6-5 Cats.
It's 13-15 and 7-9 Ohio University, and the 12-16 and 8-7 Eastern Michigan University Eagles. And from Ostrike Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan, it's time for Bobcat Baseball. I'm Russ Eisenstein. The On Deck Show continues with our visit with head coach Craig Moore. This is Bobcat Baseball. Just another wonderful weather weekend on the road. Game one of a 4-game series. It's a big one. It's Ohio and Eastern Michigan. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore. All right, let's parcel through it. What you were able to do on Sunday and being able to get the split in the series. Lost to Marshall midweek, and you're here now. What are the thoughts on the last couple of days for your ball club?
Game 2 on Sunday was big for us to get the win and get the split for the weekend. And then, going to Marshall, we had a plan with our pitching staff to kind of throw one inning per, but also give some guys some work too. So obviously this weekend's a big weekend, important weekend, and so we wanted all hands on deck for these 4 games against Eastern.
We talked about it off air last weekend about using the term with your ball club about how big of a weekend last weekend was for you. You wanted the series win, you needed the series win, you got the split. So what's your message to your ball club after that? Not getting what you needed last weekend, but really needing it now.
Yeah, the message kind of, earlier today was just, Eastern Michigan's ahead of us in the standings. It's an opportunity for us to pick up some ground on them and some other teams that are above us. And, in order to do that, you've got to get away from getting splits and start to kind of, get yourself in a position on either, Saturday or Sunday to win a series. So that's been the message. Miami last weekend, and a couple weekends ago they took one from Akron. So they're playing some good baseball right now.
Sturck in the lineup today, Hindigus in the lineup today. What went into the thought process of maybe changing some things a little bit, at least for game 1 of the series?
Yeah, Will's been swinging the bat really well for us since we put him in the lineup last weekend, and so we felt like he has earned that right to stay in the lineup, and so he's going to be in the DH role, today. And then with Xavier, Xavier's been kind of coming off a little bit of a shoulder soreness issue, and he worked hard at rehabbing it this week. Obviously played in game 2 on Sunday, so he said he was good to go today, so wanted to play him out there. He's been coming up with some big hits and some big situations for us too.
Yep. Good luck.
All right, thanks, Russ.
That's head coach Craig Moore. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Stay tuned. It's bright and sunny always on the radio or internet. It's Ohio and Eastern Michigan. Lineups in the start of the ball game come next.
Bobcat Baseball is presented by McDonald's, People's Bank, Union Street Diner, Go-Mart, Steak and Shake, Integrated Services, Qdoba, Q White, and CareSource. It is not an ideal baseball day, but it's a baseball day nonetheless, and a big series for both ball clubs. The 2 green gangs in the Mid-American Conference about set to get it going here in Ypsilanti, Michigan at venerable historic Ostrike Stadium. Ohio and EMU will set the lineups as we move forward here. The Bobcats will face off against Thomas House, and the first one is at 2:01, and it is inside to the left-handed hitting Isaiah Peterson. We are off to the races in this 4-game series, Ohio and EMU. Game time temperature 46 degrees. It feels like 40. It will rain again today. It rained for a good part of this morning and early afternoon. 1-1 hit off of the foot and leg of the pitcher, ricochets to the shortstop Hopkins. There is no play. And Isaiah Peterson's on with an infield single. Thomas House is a 1-4 right-handed starter. 6 is his ERA. This is his 9th start, his 9th appearance. 33 innings of work, 33 hits, 31 runs, 22 earned, 29 walks, 36 strikeouts. The opposition against him hitting .266. Here's A.J. Roush, right-handed hitting right fielder. At .323, bunt put down in front of the mound. Down to get it, House looks to first and fires a strike, and the sacrifice is complete. 1-3 if you're scoring along with us. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. So it's Peterson in center, Roush in right field. Kasperbauer, the third baseman, he hits third. Mason Minzy, clean up and catching. Will Sturek hits fifth in the lineup. He is 11 for 27 this year, Ohio's DH. Spencer Harbert's in left, hitting sixth. In the seventh spot, second baseman Michael Richardson. Hitting eighth, first baseman Cale Baker. Xavier Hindigus rounds out the lineup at short. This ball is blasted to the wall in the gap in left center field. It brings in a run. Rounding second and trying for third is Kasperbauer. The throw is there. The tag is late. It's a feet-first slide on an RBI triple for Colin Kasperbauer. And how about popping the top on this one early? A triple brings in a run. Ohio on top 1-0. That ball was smashed to the gap in left center field. And that's RBI number 22 on the season for Colin Kasperbauer, one of the league's top hitters. 1-0 Bobcats after two balls were hit really hard. Peterson smashed the single. Sacrifice moved him over. Kasperbauer with the triple. Here's Mason Minzy, who you heard in our pregame open today, and he takes a ball inside. It's 1-0. Minzy hits .284 with 6 homers and 28 runs batted in. The next one low and inside from Thomas House. It is 2-0. Defensively for EMU, it is Matt Kirk in center, Brady Hubie in left, Brady Hubie in center, Logan Hugo in right. Bouncing ball to third, played off the third baseman, regathered through to first late. It is hit number 3 of the inning for Ohio, and the Bobcats take a 2-0 lead as Colin Kasperbauer scores from third. The infield was in. That was a smash. Not down. Would have brought in a run anyway, but with the infield in, there might have been a play at the plate. It's an infield single, and Ohio on top 2-0. And would you know it? A non-extra base hit for Mason Minzy. Here's Will Sturek, and he flies one foul. First base side and out of play. Off to the races early, and Ohio grabbing the lead from the start. Sturek, Ohio's DH and 5-hole hitter. That's a 12-6 curveball that missed inside. 1-1 the count. I think it's 330 down the lines. I can't see into the corners, but it's about that. 375 to the gaps. Bouncing ball back of the bag at third. Flag there by Miller. Throws to first in time. And up to second on the play is Mason Minzy. 2 gone for Spencer Harbert.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 4, Spencer Harbert.
Harbert, Ohio's left fielder, had a pretty good offensive series last weekend in the split against Toledo. Harbert hits .226, 7 homers, 20 runs batted in. First one's a strike. Right-handed batter, Ohio's left fielder. 2-0 Bobcats to start here at O-Strike. This is a ball club Eastern that can mash, and they hit homers. And 3 of the top 5 in homers in the league are on this ball club. So it would behoove the Bobs to get a couple more than 2 today, even with Eddie Cutt on the mound. Runner at second, the 0-2. Sweeps low and outside. 1-2 the count. 390 to straightaway center field. The script E on the field turf behind home plate. Eastern Michigan in an arch on green field turf back of dirt-colored field turf. It's a field turf infield and a grass outfield, much like in Athens. Pitch misses inside, 2-2 the count. Runner at second, 2 gone, top of 1. Ohio on top 2-0. House, a 1-4 starter. He is from Ohio, and the pitch called. Oh no, that missed inside. That looked to be pretty good. And it's 3-2. Harbert fooled me because he generally knows the count, but he ran to first after he tossed the bat away. And it is a 3-2 count on him, and he gets back into the box. Bouncing ball hit to the right side. To his left is Workington. Throws to first in time. And the inning's over, but Ohio gets 2 runs. 3 hits, no errors, man left. 2 for Ohio, Eastern Michigan coming up. First inning presented by McDonald's. 2 Athens area locations, 1 in Nelsonville, 1 in the Plains. From Ypsilanti, Michigan, 2-0 Bobcats. This is Bobcat Baseball. First inning presented by McDonald's, and Ohio on top 2-0 to start. Eddie Cutt, the fourth, on the mound for Ohio. The senior from California ready to go, and it would be big if he could have a good outing. 2-3 with a 4.63 ERA. This is his 9th start, all of his appearance starts, and he did go the distance in one game. 44 2/3 innings of work, 52 hits, 31 runs, 23 earned, 49 strikeouts, 19 walks. He'll have to be good against a formidable top 3 in their lineup. And this is a team that has some balance, too, when it comes to power numbers throughout the lineup. And Cutt, the right-hander, flicks it in for a ball. It's 1-0. Against Logan Hugo, their right fielder. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Defensively for Ohio, in left, it's Spencer Harbert. Center, Isaiah Peterson. Right, it's A.J. Roush. Infield, left to right, Casper Bauer, Hindigus, Richardson, and Cale Baker. So a couple of changes in the lineup today. And, of course, by measure of that, defensive changes too. But you heard from Craig Moore in the pregame show, these guys deserve a look. Fly ball to center, very easy for Peterson. Drifts back and makes a basket catch for out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 26, Daniel Workington.
Here's Daniel Workington, who has 10 home runs this year. He's a .397 hitter. He's got 24 runs batted in. He is a very good ball player, and he takes one inside. It is 1-0. In the EMU notes, which of course you're reading as you listen to this broadcast, says Danny deep shots, the headline. Bouncing ball to short, to his left, skidding and making the play. Throwing to first with the stretch, Cale Baker got him. Oh, baby, what a big-time play. Hindigus at short, to his right. Made a nice collection through to first for the stretch for Baker, who has great flexibility for a guy of his size. You wouldn't figure it looking at him, but he's worked on that. And that's 2 up, 2 down. Here is Matt Kirk. .317 hitter, 8 homers, 25 runs batted in. Bases clear, 2-0 Ohio, bottom of the second inning with 2 gone. And the left-handed batting Kirk takes one outside. It's really early to say you need a shutdown inning, but after Ohio had a 2-0 lead at the start, that's exactly what Eddie Cutt has. Roller back of the bag at first on the line. Baker says, I got it, and the inning's done. Presented by McDonald's. The Eagles go down in order. We go to the second. Ohio 2, Eastern Michigan nothing. This is Bobcat Baseball.
second for the Bobcats, the second baseman, number 8, Michael Richardson.
The second inning of Bobcat Baseball is presented by People's Bank. Working together, building success. That's exactly what Ohio did in the first inning. 2 runs on 3 hits to start against the starter for Eastern Michigan, Thomas House. Right on right to start here in the second, and there's a line drive to center to his left, and making the play is Brady Hubie on the line out for Michael Richardson, and there's 1 gone to the inning. Here's Cale Baker. Richardson now 24 for 94, a .258 hitter with a homer and 7 runs batted in. Cale Baker, the batter now, made another sterling stretch at first and made a unassisted out at the end of the inning. Bouncing a ball to short, backhand pickup. Hopkins throws to first, got him by a couple of steps. That's a good play by their shortstop. 2 up, 2 down here. And here's Cale Baker. Here's Xavier Hindigus. This is the kind of pace that we like to see with the Bobcats on top 2-0. But you'd like to get some runners on for the Cats for sure to add to the lead. 2 runs most likely will not win this ball game today. Although you could play our at-home game and you can figure out if you think that it will. First one misses outside. Xavier Hindigus, Ohio's shortstop. I mean, if you're going to get outs, might as well have them quick. But you'd like to pile up the pitch count for Thomas House. So, little column A, little column B. Hindigus, middle of the box, right-hand side, 1-1 pitch coming. Line drive, center field. Drifting back on it, Hubie, he's there, and he makes the catch. So that's back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings here. The Eagles went down in order in the first, and then the Bobcats do as well. It's all fine if the Cats keep the lead. 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Ohio and Eastern Michigan. Cats on top by 2. Thanks for listening to Bobcat Baseball. Middle third of the EMU 9 to start it off here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Ohio with the lead. Brady Hubie, the batter. .276 hitter, 3 homers, 22 runs batted in. Right-handed hitting center fielder. And he takes a sweeping breaking ball for his strike in the outside edge from Eddie Cutt, who has good rhythm, good flow to him, good presence on that mound today. 0-1 the count. The next one, swinging bunt tap foul right of the plate. It is 2 strikes and nothing on Brady Hubie. EMU last weekend, they beat Miami. They lost game 1, 11-5, but came back to win 3-1, 14-10, and 12-7. High chopper, left side of the infield, actually near the bag, and a throw to first in time. Hindigus got him. That had to come down just in front of the bag. And a really nice pick and running throw. And there's 4 up, 4 down. Here's Shane Easter on Easter weekend. .288 hitter, a homer, and 22 runs batted in. Wears number 1 in green on the back of those crisp and clean home whites, with the cursive E on the upper right portion of the uniform top. Bobcats in the classic traveling grays. Bobcats in script in green across the chest. Cuts really firing him in there, and there's a strike. It is 0-1. Next one hit on the ground fair. Up the line and right and into the corner. Over to pick it up. It is Harbert. Zings it back in, but not before. It's a stand-up double for Shane Easter.
Batting sixth, the catcher, number 20, Harry Dolby.
Stand-up double for Easter. That is the ball club's 47th, Shane's 8th. Aaron Dolney, the batter now, hits .284. 2 homers, 12 runs batted in. Left-handed batter, runner at second. 2-0 Ohio here in the bottom of inning 2. Cut from the stretch from the first time, and he misses up and away to the left-handed batter, Dolney, their catcher. Well, unless there's somebody named Passover on one of these ball clubs, somebody named Easter on Easter weekend might have one of the more productive offensive weekends appropriately because of that. He's on at second, 1-0. There's a strike on a changeup at the outside edge. It's 1-1. Happy Passover to those of you celebrating. I should find a local temple tonight. Easter weekend. And we were here a couple of years ago on Easter. 1-1 pitch. Swings through a breaking ball. Tried to check it up. Could not. It is a strike. It's 1-2. Just a gray, wet, and chilly sort of day. Cut and shirt sleeves. Brings it home. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That bender baffled him for his first strikeout. Here is Taylor Hopkins, their shortstop.
Number 17, Taylor Hopkins.
2 gone, runner at second. Ohio on top 2-0. We're in the last of the second. Hopkins, left-handed hitting shortstop. Hits .243 with 2 homers and 17 runs batted in. Hitting room just a tad in left center field. As Isaiah Peterson just to the right of straightaway center. First one, there's a strike. On a hard one, it's 0-1. Kyle Reese behind the plate. Jim Strohs at first. Andy Joseph at third, the umpiring triumvirate today. Hopkins waits for cut. Tapped at the plate, foul. Just kind of skidded off of his front leg. Light crowd at the ballpark, but it's not completely empty. On a busy Friday for sure in Southeast Michigan, there is one dog here who is not paying attention to the game. 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to first, back of the bag. Flagged by Baker. He's got it and runs to the sack for the out. He really fields a good first base, and his ball club appreciates him as he tried to catch a whole bunch of baseballs that were thrown in his direction as he ran to the dugout. We're done with 2. 2-0 Ohio, presented by People's Bank. This is Bobcat Baseball. Third inning of Bobcat Baseball presented by Union Street Diner. Online at unionstreetdiner.com. Game 1 of this important 4-game series for both sides. Ohio 2, EMU nothing. Top of the third is on against Thomas House. Bobcats split against Toledo last weekend. Lost midweek 10-3. Eastern Michigan did not play a midweek game. House slings it in for a swinging strike. As Ohio goes back to the top of the lineup, which is always good to see in the third inning. Peterson singled to start it off, and he takes a strike. It is 0-2. House with the glove in front of his face, kicks, turns, fires, line drive, right center field, and there for a base hit. It will shoot the gap, cut off by the center fielder Hubie. Big turn at first, Peterson. He was halfway to second. Put the hooks on and retreats. That's his second single in 2 plate appearances. Good start to the weekend for Ohio's likable center fielder Isaiah Peterson. Here's A.J. Roush. He sacrificed in the first. Ohio on top 2-0 with 2 first-inning runs. Ohio is not Usain Bolt on the base pass, 15 for 23, but you don't have to be as Roush gets hit on the left hip on pitch 1. So Ohio creates a real good run-scoring chance here to add on. Here's Colin Kasperbauer, who had the RBI triple in the first inning. Good start here for Ohio. Bobcats at 13-15, 7-9 in the league. Splits aren't going to get it done. You need series wins. Ohio swept Eastern Michigan at home last year. Pitch from House misses outside. It is 1-0. That was Splitsville for the Cats all last year with 6 of them. 1 series win and the rest losses. 1-0. Hit it on a line that's into right field for a base hit. Peterson had to wait on it. He's going to get the stop sign from Craig Moore, and the bases are loaded now. That was to Easter at first. He tried to stretch about head high and couldn't flag it. Into the corner, and Hugo, to his credit, was rushing over to the line. And thus the bases are loaded here for an extra base threat. Mason Minzy, 19 of his 29 hits have been of the extra base variety. 6 homers, 28 runs batted in. The former Wreckham Tech at Texas Tech player trying to wreck the Eagles here, turns on it, foul, down the right field line. He was jumping out of his shoes to swing at that one. 0-1 the count. Minzy from Grand Blanc, Michigan. 0-1 off the glove of Dolney. Back to the backstop. Scoring from third is Isaiah Peterson, and Ohio leads it 3-0. That was high and away. And it did hit off the glove to the backstop, and the backstop's not that far away. The distance from the plate to the backstop is not far. But the wild one brings in a run. Up to second on the play, Kasperbauer. Extra base hit gives Ohio a 5-0 lead. Minzy takes high. It's 2-1. Hopefully you heard the pregame open with Mason Minzy. Started his career after he was a highly thought of high school player in the state of Michigan. The number 1 catcher and number 6 ranked by PerfectGame.com. 2-1. Generous call on a strike on a breaking ball. It's 2-2. And he went to Texas Tech for 1 year. Said he enjoyed his time there, but wanted more playing time. Went to Wabash Valley, which is in southeastern Illinois, Mount Carmel, Illinois. 2-2, high. Good eye, 3-2. And then came to Athens, played last year, and now really playing this year, producing this year. Nobody gone, top of 3, run already in. Runners on second and third. We'll see what Minzy does at full. Popped it up, foul, third base side, out of play. So he hits extra base hits. He's gone the extra mile to find a spot collegiately. And he is anchoring the middle part of Ohio's lineup. Left-handed hitting catcher waits on 3-2. Inside outswing, left side of the infield, brings in a run. Miller throws to first, and they get him by a step. It is 4-0 Ohio on the ground out by Mason Minzy to third. RBI 29 on the year. Staying at second on the play is Colin Kasperbauer. Here's Will Sturrock. Had a pinch hit appearance last weekend, came through. 11 for 28 now. Ohio's DH today. 4-0 Ohio. We're in the third. Fastball high to the right-handed hitter. Out belt high. It's 1-0. Bobcats into the ballgame, the second best hitting crew in the league behind Kent State. Breaking ball strike. It is 1-1. Eastern Michigan fifth with the .277 average. Pitching-wise, the Bobcats are 7th, EMU 5th. Fastball high, belt high, 2-1 the count on Will Sturrock. Runner at second, one gone, top of the third. Presented by Union Street Diner, Ohio on top 4-0. And the pitch. There's the strike. Two and two the count. One away, runner at second. That's Casper Bauer. Sturrock with two black batting gloves. In shirt sleeves, and he fires on this one. Foul. First base side out of play. Ball club got up here yesterday evening. Team staying in Ann Arbor. I started my trip in Windsor a couple of nights ago, and it was profitable. And here last night, 2-2 pitch. Tried to golf it. Swing and a miss. Dropped by Dolney. Throws to first to complete the strikeout. Sturrock is strikeout victim number 1 for the starter Thomas House. Strikeout number 37. Here's Spencer Harbert. I mentioned that it was Harbert in right. It's not. Harbert's in left. Roush is in right. Runner at second, 2 gone. Ohio on top 4-0 with 2 two-run racks. And the pitch. Fouled off. Back home, out of play. Oh, there's another dog. Seems to have a lot of energy. They had an Easter egg hunt a couple years ago on Easter here. Will there be another one this weekend? Yes. Well, that's fun. Fly ball to center. Drifting back, Hubie. He's twisted around now, but he makes the catch. One-handed off his left shoulder, just to the right of straightaway center. Inning done. But Ohio scores 2 hits. No errors, man left. Presented by Union Street Diner. Ohio 4, Eastern Michigan nothing. This is Bobcat Baseball. Bottom of the third inning is on. Ohio on top 4-0. Game 1 of this 4-game series. Doubleheader tomorrow. Starting at 1 o'clock. Finale on Easter Sunday at 1. Bobcats with 4 runs on 5 hits. Eastern has 1 hit. Gabe Denton is the leadoff man, their DH. And he takes a ball from Eddie Cutt. It's 1-0. 230 hitter, 8 homers, 18 runs batted in. Bottom of the lineup. And having a guy that has 8 homers, that's pretty good for Eric Roof's ball club, and he takes a strike. It's 1-1. Eastern's number 1 in the MAC in homers at 41. Team average at 277. Bouncer to short. Hindigus waits for it. Fires to first in time. Here's Glenn Miller. 250 hitter, no homers, and 4 runs batted in. Not sure if the orchestra's here, but he's here. Dan gets it. The PA announcer here is outstanding. There's a strike. It's 0-1 to the right-handed hitting third baseman. We used to have to broadcast outside here, but I tipped the maitre d' and I made it in the press box again. There's a strike, and everybody's so excited about that because they get to hear me all weekend long. So in addition to entertaining all of you, I'll have to infotain for all of them here too. Press box right behind home plate. The roof here covers the whole seating area. Ballpark has some historic charm. 0-2 hit on the ground, left side of the infield. Flag there off the bag. Throw to first. Casper Bauer dug out by Baker as he was stumbling in one motion. And there's the out.
The right fielder, number 7, Logan Hugo.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Logan Hugo, their right fielder. Flew out to start it off. 2 gone, bases clear. Ohio on top, 4-0. Now you hear the PA announcer here. Dan has some tenor to his voice. It is a rich mahogany. Pitch misses low. It's 1-0. Of all the PA announcers in the MAC, he's one of them. Bouncing ball wide to third, foul. We haven't heard Hava Nagila yet. That is a big thing in Michigan for whatever reason. We talked about that last time we were here. This state loves that classic Jewish song. It's like there's a bar mitzvah that breaks out every time that is played. And yes, that was played at my bar mitzvah, and it was awesome. 1-1 to count, 2 gone, bases clear, bottom of 3 in the pitch. Missed inside from Eddie Cutt to Logan Hugo. It is 2-1. Outfield wall, wooden, green, all the way around. Yellow ribbon up on top. Yellow strip up on top. 2-1, wide, 3-1. On the scoreboard in left, it designates their College World Series appearances, 75 and 76. High chopper in front of the plate, down in front of the base of the mound. Cut, flags it, throws to first in time. And that's another 1-2-3 inning. Cuts cooking today, so are the Cats. Presented by Union Street Diner. 4-0 Ohio with the lead on EMU as we go to the 4th in Ypsilanti. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Richardson.
4th inning. 4th inning of Bobcat Baseball presented by Marty the Go Mart Gopher. And Go Mart, go for good times, go for Go Mart. Ohio on top in the 4th inning, 4-0. Michael Richardson, Cale Baker, Xavier Hindigus to lead it off here for Ohio in the bottom third of the lineup against Thomas House. And he tried to break off a breaking ball, and that missed. It's 1-0. 2 for the Cats in the first, 2 in the third. Slider sweeps low and outside, 2-0. Richardson flew out in the second. Right on right here in the 4th, and the pitch fouled off. There's a screen that is from the roof down to the brick at the base of the walls here behind home plate in the dugout. So the whole seating area is covered by those nets. Bouncing ball to short, tough play. Hopkins turns, throws, got him. That's a good play. Had a good read on the ball. Had to go well to his right. So it says Eastern Michigan in white type on the field turf behind the infield. He was basically at the E in Eastern, which is closer to third than it is to second. Planted, threw, and got him. Here's K.O. Baker. He grounded out to Hopkins in his first plate appearance, and he lines one foul. Ohio on top 4-0. And winning how they did comfortably on Sunday to split the series. This is good after the loss to Marshall. Fly ball center field, stays in the ballpark. Hubie positioned perfectly, makes the one-handed head-high catch for out number 2. Here's Xavier Hindigus. This is also good to see as we will roll into the bottom of the 4th. Eddie Cut in command today. This is classic Cut stuff. Looks good today. First one to Hindigus, popped out of the mitt of Dolney. It is 1-0. 2 gone, bases clear, top of the 4th. Ohio on top 4-0. And the pitch. Breaking ball strike. He's really tried to get that in the zone, and he did there. It's 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Probably his 2 best pitches were the last 2 pitches. 1-2 the count, 2 gone. Hindigus, Ohio shortstop. That missed high. It is 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Popped it up on the infield. Back is second. Workington back, and he makes the catch. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. In the second, the bottom third of the lineup went down 1-2-3, and they do it here in the 4th. Through 3.5, presented by Go-Mart. 4 for Ohio, nothing for Eastern Michigan. This is Bobcat Baseball. Four, 5, and 0 for Ohio. Eastern Michigan 0-1 and 0. Eddie Cut in command and on the mound to start off the bottom of the 4th inning. Daniel Workington, Matt Couric, and Brady Hubie 2, 3, and 4 for the Eagle crew. And Workington swings through a breaking ball. It's a strike. It is 0-1. 1 strikeout for Cut. You don't need to be a K artist to have an outstanding outing. And when Cut's at his best, there's a bouncing ball to short. Well to his left on a dive. Flagging it is Hindigus. He tried to throw to first as he was trying to climb to his feet as well in the same motion. He skidded, and he is slow to get up. He's all right. They waved to make sure he was okay. Craig Moore, Ohio's trainer, out to take a look, but he appears to be all right. So an infield single for Daniel Workington. He tried to throw all in one motion as he went to the left, and now he's right in front of the bag at second. Hands on his knees, just kind of trying to stretch out and motioning to the Bobcat dugout. We will get a defensive change maybe or not. Nick Dolan. He is standing near first, and apparently Hindigus is going to stay in the game. There's Havan Aguila. A lone trumpeter belting out the good news. Well, and unfortunately, though, it looks like Hindigus' day is done. He tried to throw a couple of times to first, but apparently it's an injury enough. He's walking off under his own power, so I wonder what it is, but Nick Dolan comes in. That's too bad, because Hindigus really tried to get over there, and as you heard from Craig Moore in the pregame show, he's had to battle through injuries, and so he's battling through injuries today, tried to get there to make a play, could not, and Nick Dolan will come into the ball game to play short now.
Defensive change for the Bobcats, playing shortstop, number 1, Nick Dolan.
So runner at first, Eastern's second hit. Here is Matt Kirk, their left fielder. As Workington reaches with EMU's second hit of the day. Well, now you just need a double play. Ohio this year has turned 19. Breaking ball strike. It is 0-1 on Matt Kirk. First time the Eagles have had the leadoff man on. Throw to first. Back in time. So Dolan and Kasperbauer on the left side of the infield. Richardson, Baker on the right side. And the pitch from Cut fouled off towards the Bobcat dugout on a slow roll. The confines are all really close here. It is, it's an intimate environment. Dugouts both sides real close. Backstop real close. And the seating area, all bench seating here. You don't need much more than this. It's a historic ballpark, old ballpark, but nice place to see a game. Pitch misses up and away to Kirk. It's 1-2. There is this hut that is to the right of the press box here, which is interesting. Throw to first. He was leaning, but back in time. Greg Steiner's the sports information director here, and he has named that hut the Home Run Hut with his signature on it, which is massively egotistical. Kidding. Line drive, right center field, down, base hit, could roll. Roush there to cut it off. Trying to hot-foot it into second for a head-first slide is Matt Kirk. Uh-oh. Runners on second and third here on a double to right center for Kirk. Taking third on the play, Workington. Brady Hubie, the batter now. He grounded out in the second. But Greg Steiner and Alex Jewell, who really is a jewel of a gentleman, on the call today on the web stream. And if you are listening to me, thanks. If you'd like to watch it, you can, but why would you? I mean, literally, this is all you need, right? Baseball's meant for radio or internet radio or whatever it is. Runners on second and third, breaking ball strike to Hubie. This is a big at-bat here. This is big for Cut. The run probability and scoring chances here, second and third, nobody out. I mean, they're off the charts. The pitch to Hubie. Fly ball center field. Peterson back, still drifting back. He's back at the warning track, makes the catch in front of the wall and just glances against the barrier. Scoring from third is Workington. To third is Kirk. Fly out to center for Brady Hubie. No shutout today. It's 4-1 EMU, down by 3.
The first baseman, number 1.
Here's Shane Easter. This is a really somber plate song here. Just low, slow country tones, but Shane Easter doubled in the second, hits here now. Runner at third, infield in at the corners, and the pitch, that's low and outside, 1-0. Ohio is with one out, trying to guard against any kind of funny business here for the Eagles, and funny business being a bunt of some kind. 1-0 pitch coming. Hit on a line, foul to the barrier between the dugout and it juts out towards the line. It's foul. Maybe about, 4 foot high. It's padded. Slammed off one of the pads. Count level at a ball and a strike. One gone, last of the fourth in an inning presented by Gomart. And the pitch popped him up. Foul, first base side. Baker racing over near that wall. And it is out of play. 1-2 the count. They've got all the sound effects here. I mean, it really feels like an old school minor league ballpark. 1-2 pitch. Little humpback bouncer towards second. Going to be a tough play. Throw to first in time. Run comes in to score. Kirk scores from third. Easter grounds out. And Richardson had to wait for that high hopper to come down to him. RBI 23 for Shane Easter. He's had a productive day on this Good Friday. Here's Aaron Dolney. Bases empty, 2 gone. So they started the inning on second and third, single and a double, and both those runs score. But both scored on outs. I guess on the scoreboard, all runs are created equal, but in how they come in, they're different. This is tapped at the plate, foul. It is 1-1 by the left-handed hitting catcher, Aaron Dolney, as they try to continue to charge here in the fourth inning. But if you think about it, runs that score on outs, well, you don't have other runners on the base paths, obviously. The runs did come in, but it doesn't continue that rally. And so it's the best case for Ohio to get the fly out and the ground out, and that's how EMU scores. Lead cut in half. 2-1 pitch. Chopper to the left side. Dolan played on an in-between hop. It clanged off his glove and just rolls a couple of feet behind him. And that was hit hard, but probably an error. It is.
17, Taylor Hopkins.
Here's Taylor Hopkins. And to the Eagles' credit here, a hometown scorer would have said hit all the way. But nope, they play it by the book. Here's Taylor Hopkins. They got some guys that like country music here, which is fine by me. Runner at first, 2 gone, bottom of the fourth, man on. And the pitch to Hopkins. That's low. It's 1-0. Got an alert that said it was going to start raining at 2:48. It's 2:51, and I can't tell if it's raining out there. Yeah, we would hear it, actually, on the roof. But we don't. That is a false alert. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Inning started with a Workington single. Kirk on the double. Fly out. Hubie brought in a run. Easter ground out brought in a run. Error on Dolan on his first chance, coming in the inning that Xavier Hindigus left the ball game because of injury. Hopkins grounded out in the second. Inside outs one to the facing of the roof. Behind and to the left of home plate. It's 1-2. Hopkins, their 7-hole hitter and shortstop. And the pitch. Fly ball to right, in there for a base hit. In front and to his left is Roush. Got there and fires it back in, but runners are on the corners now.
The designated hitter number 24, Gabe Denton.
Here's Gabe Denton. And be careful here. Denton, 8 homers, 18 runs batted in. Yeah, he hits .230, but if he hits his 9th homer right here, EMU leads 5-4. This has been Eastern's most productive inning, obviously. This is their run-scoring inning, but very well could have been out of the inning if Dolan made that play. Gabe Denton, right-handed hitter. Open stance and the pitch. There's a strike. It is 0-1. It is a methodical sort of strike call from Kyle Reese behind the plate. It is a look, it is a turn, it is a point, and it is a 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Fly ball left field. This ball has carry. It's back. It is off the wall. Harbert plays it off of that bang off the barrier, and it will be a 2-run scoring double for Gabe Denton, and we're tied at 4. RBIs 19 and 20 for Denton this year. Denton with his 5th double, second one of the inning for EMU. Eagles now with 3 doubles on the day, 49 for their season. Time called. And Tim Brown out to have a visit, a town hall meeting. All the infielders in. But this is baseball. It can turn. And one thing sets other dominoes in motion. Two gone, runner at second. Glenn Miller, the batter. He grounded out in the third. Ohio once led 4-0. It is tied at 4 now. Miller, their 9-hole hitter, and third baseman, and the pitch. That missed outside. Menzie tried to frame it up to no avail. It is 1-0. These Eagles can score some runs. They are second in the league in runs, and actually now, we'll have to check the scoreboard, but they might be in the league lead in runs with 200 on their season now. That would be ahead of Miami. Ohio in runs scored is 7th. There is no activity in Ohio's bullpen, so this is cut to try to get through. Runner at second, 2 gone. Remember the pace that we had earlier? 1-0, inside outed foul to the right of the Bobcat dugout in the first base side. It is 1-1, and it is a true dugout because you have steps down into the dugout. Literally dug out. And there's not a whole lot of room down there, so tight quarters. Miller with a runner at second, that's Denton. Next one misses outside. 2-1 the count. This is a Eagle ball club that this year at home is 5-4. Ohio on the road is 6-11. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. It feels like we were just in Michigan because we were 2 weekends ago at Central when Ohio was swept on the Mid-Michigan Mount. And that wasn't a whole lot of fun. Nor was the drive home. 2-2 pitch, 2 gone, runner at second. Swing and a foul tip held on to by Menzie. Dropped a breaking ball in there, and it just nicked the bat of Miller. Inning done, second strikeout cut. Productive inning EMU, they score 4. 4 runs in the 4th. Brand new ball game presented by Gomart. We go to the 5th. Game 1 of the 4-game series from Ypsilanti. It's Ohio 4, Eastern Michigan 4. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Isaiah Peterson.
All back to level at 4 as we go to the 5th. Presented by Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. I could probably power through 3 or 4 double steak burgers right now. As we go to the 5th, and Ohio works against Thomas House. There's a fly ball, hit a ton to right towards the corner, long run, Hugo, and he makes the catch in fair ground on the fly out by Isaiah Peterson. Gave it a ride to that corner and comes up empty. 1 gone. Here's A.J. Roush. Hit in the 3rd and scored. Sacrificed in the 1st. Ball game tied at 4. And the pitch from House drops low and outside. It's 1-0. From a standing standpoint, EMU is ahead of Ohio. 1-0, big swing and a miss. EMU is currently 3rd in the league. 9-7, 3 under 500, but it is Central, Ball State, then Eastern. Next one bounces in, it's 2-1. Now, they will see Central Michigan coming up. They took 1 of 4 against Ball State. Double headers on back-to-back days in Muncie. That had to be really fun. Bouncer wide of first, foul. 2-2 the count. I say that because it was March 13th and 14th in Muncie. 2-2 the count on A.J. Roush. They started their season with 1 win in their first 6. That was at Winthrop, final game of that series. Fly ball to left, shallow. Out goes the shortstop in left fielder, about 20, 30 feet off the line, and makes the catch. That's Kirk. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. They beat Morehead State after getting swept by Tennessee Tech in Cookeville. 13-4, 13-5, 11-2. Tennessee Tech, they topped Tennessee earlier this week. It's fouled off back at home out of play. That was the first win for a Eagle Ball Club. They're purple and gold. Their first number 1 win ever in program history, and that's a team that's gone NCAA tournaments. 0-1, up and away, 1-1 the count. They took 2 against Butler, non-conference play. Fly ball foul, 1-2 the count. 2 gone, bases clear. Ohio and Eastern tied at 4. Ohio next weekend at home against Canisius, 1-2, up and away, 2-2 the count. Then 2 weekends from now at Miami. 3 weekends from now, finally back home for a MAC series. 2-2 the count on Colin Kasperbauer. 2 gone to the pitch. Shoots this one through the left side hole for a base hit. Dropped the head of the bat on it and laced it through the left side hole. Colin Kasperbauer, his 3rd hit of the day. Triple to bring in a run in the 1st. Singled in the 3rd. Singles here in the 5th. Here's Mason Minzy. Ohio's catcher had the shin guards on, and now he'll take those off and walk with some speed to the plate. Black and white Adidas spikes, black batting gloves, black long sleeve underneath the gray uniform top. Takes 2 practice hacks and eyes the bat, tugs the helmet, gets into the box. And the pitch, up and away. 1-0 the count. Can Ohio get a little 2-out magic here to take the lead back? We're in the 5th and a ball game tied at 4. In the sweep last year over EMU, Ohio seemed to score in all situations. 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground just wide of first, foul. By a foot. Easter was there, had to turn. His glove hand is his left hand. And he reached down but it was just foul. 1-1 the count. Hitting room in left center field. If Minzy can shoot that gap. 1-1. Check swing, breaking ball, strike. 1-2. That was a generous call off the outside black to the left-handed hitter. 1-2 the count with 2 gone. We're in the 5th and a ball game tied at 4. Ohio has 6 hits now. And the pitch. Breaking ball, line to right. Hugo there. Reaches up and makes the catch. Maybe about 10 feet to the right of the 375 marker and about 5 feet in front of the track. Positioned very well. Minzy hit a missile, but the inning is done. No runs, a hit, no errors to the man left. Halfway home in a ball game tied at 4. Bottom of the 5th, presented by Steak and Shake, is next. This is Bobcat Baseball. Bottom of the 5th inning is on. Ball game tied at 4. Welcome back to Ostrike Stadium on a gray day in southeast Michigan and Washtenaw County, Michigan. 4-6-1 for the Cats. 4-5-0 for the former Hurons and current Eagles. Logan Hugo, top of the lineup for EMU. Flew out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd. Their right fielder. Hugo crouches as he waits, right on right in the pitch. Fires on the first one and rolls it foul. Hello to the former voice of the Eastern Michigan Eagles, Chad Bush, listening today. He's got about a gazillion plates spinning. He and his wife, Nikki, welcomed their second child to their family. Anthony Michael Bush, 0-1 pitch. That clanged off the mitt of Minzy. It's inside for a ball. It is 1-1. I thought they were looking for a name for the middle name starting with M. I thought Montreal would have been a really nice middle name. 1-1 pitch, top foul, wide of 3rd. Anthony Montreal Bush. But they decided not to. No. Michael's fine. Daughter Francesca. Good family. Happy Easter to them. Saw Chad yesterday and his production company, The Prep, doing great work. Really proud of my buddy Chad Bush. Pitch misses up and in. 2-2 the count on Logan Hugo. And time called. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if there was an issue with Hugo as he goes over to the Eastern dugout. That actually hit off the home plate umpire now. Eastern's trainer's out to have a word. I saw something fly. It might have been his pitch clicker that he had in his hand. I don't know if that hit him on the pitch that was inside, but I think his clicker just flew off his hand. And now he's all right and back in action. 2-2 the count. Nobody gone. Bottom of the 5th. Bases clear and a ball game tied at 4. This is tap foul to the Bobcat dugout. 2-2 the count. Yeah, we have a lot of Bobcat fans who are in southeast Michigan, so no doubt you saw Chad's production company, The Prep, and their coverage of the Motor City Cruise this year in the G League. Pitch misses inside. It hit him on the back at the base of that green 7 on his uniform top, and so that's a hit batter to start off the 5th inning. Here's Daniel Workington, singled and scored in the 4th. And apparently his fan club is here. This is a big inning for Eddie Cutt for sure. Lights on here at the ballpark. Gray day. Temperatures in the 40s. Bluff move over to first. Is that rain? It is. Just spritzing now. And the pitch. Dog didn't like it. Pitch misses a little bit outside. 1-0. Well, it could be snowing. Massive snowstorm in Canada. 80 centimeters of snow. That's a lot of snow in metric or otherwise. 1-0. Line drive, center field. Peterson got a jump, dives forward, made the catch. Oh, baby, what a big-time play by Pete. Had to come in and over. Dove headlong in. And that glove clanged off of the grass in the outfield, and he held on to the ball as he lost his cap. What a play. Back to first goes Hugo. One gone in the bottom of the 5th in a ball game, tied at 4. It's got to be tough in the rain, too. You got raindrops and the ball flying at you. Throw to first, chases the runner back. Isaiah Peterson plays a really, really solid center field. Gets a really good jump on the ball, and he can make the play on a dive. This is popped up to right. This ball has carry. Uh-oh, this ball is gone. Matt Kirk with a monster mash to right. It is 6-4 Eastern Michigan, his 9th homer of the year. RBIs 26 and 7. Matt Kirk plays tag with their indoor bubble that's beyond the right field wall. That ball was golfed out of here. And the Eagles lead by 2. Off the bat, I didn't think it had as much carry as it did, but that was the essence of a golf shot to right. Here's Brady Hubie. And as mentioned, this Eagle Ball Club, their homers, that is number 42 on the year. 42 home runs. And Hubie's hit by the pitch. I don't think there was anything untoward there, but the home plate umpire steps out in front of the plate to make sure. Hubie hit by the pitch. Second batter hit this inning. Here's Shane Easter. 6-4 Eastern Michigan with a 2-run homer by Brady Hubie, his 4th on this, or rather for Kirk, his 9th on the season. Three Eagle batters in the top 2 in homers because Denton and Kirk were tied with 8, and now Kirk has 9. They had 5 homers in their 4-game series at Miami last weekend. They've had multiple home runs in a game 10 times this year. Here's Shane Easter. He doubled in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th. Hits here now, last of the 5th. 6-4 EMU. 1 gone, runner at first. And the pitch from Cutt, low and outside. 2-0. First 3 innings, just 1 base runner. 4th inning, a lot of base runners. Here, 3 base runners in the frame. 2-0 the count, the pitch. Swing and a miss. For Easter, right-handed batting first baseman, it's 2-1. But this is what the Eagles can do. And Ohio's going to have to keep them in the ballpark to win this series. 2-1 pitch. There's a strike. Bluff moved down to first. Sliding back in is Hubie. Got to have series wins. Just have to. Ohio's one series win was over Kent State. Splits against Northern Bowling Green and Toledo. 2-2, low and outside. 3-2 the count. That homer for Kirk. Remember the play prior to that? That was the dive to prevent Workington from having extra bases. Runner breaks, 3-2 pitch. Fly ball center field. Peterson with a good jump again. Camped under it and plays it off his right pectoral for the catch. Two gone, back to first. Here is Aaron Dolney. Dolney reached on an error in the fourth, struck out in the second. 6-4 EMU, we're in the last of the fifth. Game one of a very important four-game series. Really for both ball clubs. Eastern's 2 over 500 in conference play. Ohio's 2 under. Throw to first, chases the runner back. If you're thinking about the Bobcats' sixth, and you're listening to this broadcast, so you probably are, Sturrock, Harbert, Richardson, 5, 6, 7. And hopefully a cast of thousands. Cut with a real quick move to first, but back with a head-first slide is Hubie. Now, Eastern went down in order in the first and in the third. Didn't go down in order in the fourth. Swing and a miss. Long, lofting swing from the left-handed batter, Dolney, their catcher. It's 0-1. They've got their spring football game tonight at the factory. That's why this game's played at 2 o'clock today. 0-1 pitch. Runner breaks. There's a strike. Throw down to second. And in plenty of time of the tag supplied, Dolan had to wait for Hubie to get there. Like it was Willie Mays Hayes into second. Tag applied, inning over. Eastern takes the lead, though. It's 6-4 as we go to the sixth. This is Bobcat Baseball. Sixth inning of Bobcat Baseball on the radio, presented by Integrated Services for Behavioral Health. Healthy people, strong communities, that's Integrated Services. Will Sturrock leads it off. Thomas House drops a strike in for an 0-1 count. Sturrock grounded out in the first, struck out in the third. Non-conference series this weekend in suburban Detroit. Northern Illinois 9, Oakland 9. They're just in the fifth. 1-2, bounce back to the backstop, 2-2. So 18 runs for the Grizzlies and Huskies, and they're not done with the fifth inning yet. Kent State and Toledo tied at 6, bottom of the seventh inning at Scenic Scott Park. 2-2, bouncer back of the bag at third, backhand pickup Miller, long throw, loops over to first in time, and skidding and falling over the bag is Will Sturrock. So he planted on the bag, and there's some moisture because it's been raining a bit, and he did basically a face-first plant after he got there. He is a little dazed, but walking off to the dugout, he's all right. One gone. Here's Spencer Harbert. Harbert grounded out in the first, flew out in the third, hits here now in the sixth, and takes a strike from Thomas House. It is 0-1. Miami 5, Western Michigan nothing, bottom of the third inning in Kalamazoo. 0-1. Harbert tried to hit it over the scoreboard, came up empty. It is 0-2. Top of the second at Ball Diamond in Muncie. It's appropriate, it's a name, and that's what it is. Scoreless, Akron and Charlie Cardinals crew. 1-2 the count. And here it is. Swing and a miss. That's a baffling bender. It's so hard anymore to tell if it's a true curveball or changeup or this or that, but it had a loop to it, and Harbert swung through it. Just the second strikeout of the day for Thomas House. Strikeout number 38 for his season. Here's Michael Richardson, and he labels it right in the center field for a base hit. If it were a wood bat, it would have been right off the trademark and sent back through the box. Here's Cale Baker. Long one ties the game. Baker grounded out in the second, flew out in the fourth. He and I had a good chat last weekend about his time at Ole Miss, and he remembers his first Swayze shower. There's a strike. It's 0-1 on a breaking ball. When anyone at Ole Miss hits a homer, the seating in right field, they all throw their cups in the air, and that's beer. 0-1, turned down, just foul down the third base and left field line. It is 0-2. So if you ever watch an Ole Miss game, the students that are beyond the right field wall, everything in their cup, I don't know what it all is in the cup, could be beer, could be water, could be whatever. It's called the Swayze shower. And he said when he hit his first, he had to look to see how awesome it was, and he said it was pretty awesome. Pitch misses outside, it's 1-2. He said that his first game there, he went 4 for 4, homered in the game. I believe he said it was against Louisville, and he certainly announced his presence to the Rebel faithful with authority. And yeah, that's a really cool deal if you see the fans in right field at Ole Miss when there's a homer, and when it's packed, it is just a shower. 1-2 pitch. Looping away. Good eye from Cale Baker. 2-2 the count. 2 gone. Runner at first. Top of the sixth in a ball game that Eastern leads 6-4. Cale looking for his first Bobcat home run. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Didn't get it there. Actually got a little piece on a breaking ball. Inning done. 2-out single for Richardson. Nothing after. Baker goes down on strikes. Third of the day for Thomas House. 6-4 EMU. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Presented by Integrated Services. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Number 28, Aaron Dolby.
Bottom of the sixth inning is on, presented by Integrated Services on a chilly, gray, Southeast Michigan Friday. 6-4, EMU with the lead. As Eddie Cutt back on the bump for Ohio. Aaron Dolney, Taylor Hopkins, Gabe Denton scheduled 6, 7, and 8 This is ripped down the line and right, fair by 5 feet. It will roll into the corner. Roush over to get it. Rounding at first, trying for 2, Dolney. Throw cut off. Lead off double. Here in the Eagles' 6th. That's the 4th double for Eastern today. Here's Taylor Hopkins. That ball at any time in flight was not more than 4 feet over earth. And it rolled into that corner. And no matter how good of a jump that Roush could have had on it into the corner where Ohio's bullpen is, which is now getting heated up. Hopkins singled in the 4th, grounded out in the 2nd. Eagles up by 2 and looking for more, and the pitch. It missed low and in. It's 1-0. 2-day games in baseball on the Major League variety today. In Flushing, Mets 5, D-backs 1, bottom of the 6th inning. This is popped up on the infield, first base side. Cale Baker eyes it, foul ground, back pedals, can't make the play. That spun back on him, and he fell down, and he's all right. It's just a strike. It is 1-1. Twins 4, Red Sox 1, top of the 4th inning at Fenway Park. Locally, they're paying attention to the Tigers. They're in Kansas City tonight. Skubal v. Keller. Line drive foul. Over the head of the first base coach for Eastern, it's 1-2. Tigers are 3-4 to start the year. Kansas City 2-4. Reds and Dodgers later tonight. Gutierrez v. Gonsolin. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 gone here. Hopkins goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 2 for Eddie Cutt. Here's Gabe Denton. He had a 2 RBI double in the 4th. He's their 8-hole hitter. And be careful with him with the runner at 2nd and 1 gone. Swings through a breaking ball. It's 0-1. Guardians at home tonight against the Giants. That's a home opener. And the Cavs play tonight, too. Rodon against Plesac for the Guardians. 1-1 the count with 1 away. Runner at 2nd. 6-4 EMU. This is the bottom of the lineup with activity in Ohio's pen. Cutt trying to get through the 6th. They appeal on a pitch that was low and in. They say no, and Craig Moore is not pleased. Storms out of the dugout, demonstrative with his left and right hand, and has a word for the home plate umpire. 2-1 the count. He's having a word for the home plate umpire, pointing out to what would be the first base umpire, who's close to 2nd. They asked for the appeal. Moore still giving it to the home plate umpire. And he will have a couple more words, and back to the Bobcat dugout. 2-1 the count, 1 gone, runner at 2nd, Ohio down by 2. That was close on the appeal. It was low and in, and it looked like he might have offered, but apparently not. Next one sweeps low and outside. It's 3-1. One thing that will be missing tonight from the Guardians game is John Adams. He's the one that bangs the drum at Progressive Field, sitting in the left field bleachers, top row. He's having some health issues, and so he will not be there tonight, which will sound weird. Pitch misses low and outside, ball 4. Runners on 1st and 2nd here. Here's Glenn Miller. Grounded out in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th. I said the strikeout of Hopkins was Cutt's second. It's his third. Tim Brown out, pitching coach for Ohio. There is activity in the Bobcat pen, and this might be the end of the line for the California Cat, Eddie Cutt. One gone in the inning. And Cutt's day has concluded. So here's the situation. First and second, the runners, one gone. Bottom of the sixth, 6-4 Eastern Michigan. We'll tell you about the new Bobcat arm after this timeout. This is Bobcat Baseball. New pitcher into the ballgame for Ohio in the bottom of the sixth inning with 2 on and 1 gone, and Eastern on top 6-4. Chase Harris, the new Marshfield product and Alexander High School graduate. Chase Harris, 6'3", 230, right-handed arm, wears 6. And he's in there now. Harris making his 8th appearance, 2-0 with a 7.27 ERA. 17 in the third innings of work, 22 hits, 15 runs, 14 earned, 3 walks, 20 strikeouts. Opposition hitting .306 against him. One number to be mindful of, he's given up 4 homers, which is second high in this staff. Miller hasn't homered yet this year, but the others in their lineup have. And he's a right-handed batter, 9-hole hitter, their third baseman. 0 for 2 today. And he takes a strike on the outside edge. Didn't like the call. He asked, is that the outside edge of the zone? Home plate umpire said yes. At least I figured. 0-1 the count. Both ball clubs have 7 hits today. Next one up and in. 1-1 the count. As it starts to rain again. 1-1 the count on Miller. And the pitch with a runner going hit him or the nub of the bat. It hit the left wrist. Oh, no, that is off the nub of the bat. That's a foul ball. Or did he extend out? A home plate umpire gestured to say that he extended up and out with his forearm and elbow. It didn't hit the bat. He is ordered to stay in the box, and he will abide by those orders. Oh, it's a foul ball. That did hit off the nub of the bat. So eventually, after all those options, we settled on the one that actually happened. 1-2 the count. 1 second and third, the runners now. Dolney at third. To second is Denton. Here's Logan Hugo, their leadoff hitter. Flew out in the first, grounded out in the third, hit by a pitch in the fifth. We're in the sixth, and Ohio down 6-4. 2 gone in the inning now. Can't close the book on Eddie Cutt yet because he's responsible for the 2 base runners here. Right on right, Hugo a .383 hitter. And that one low and away, and Minzy had to make sure he got the glove down there to knock it down. He did. It's 1-0. Ohio with 2 in the first, 2 in the third. Eagles with the 4 spot in the 4th, 2 in the second. I'm sorry, 2 in the 5th inning. The pitch misses inside just barely. It's 2-0. The count. And the pitch upstairs. 3-0. Pitch. There's a strike. It is 3-1. The count. Runners on second and third, 2 gone. We're in the last of the 6-4 Eastern Michigan with the lead. Harris from the stretch. And the pitch. Called a strike. At the knees, that's a good pitch. 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch, 2 gone, second and third the runners. Fly ball, right center field. Peterson over to his left. Roush is there too, but Pete puts it away. And the inning is done. Eagles don't score. Harris comes in to do the job. We're through with 6-4 Eastern Michigan. This is Bobcat Baseball. Seventh inning presented by Qdoba. Qdoba stands for flavor. East State Street in Athens, online at qdoba.com. Seventh inning's on. Thomas House still out there for Eastern Michigan. The first one is a strike called to Nick Dolan, who is in the 9 spot in the lineup. Remember, Xavier Hindigus started the ball game and had to leave because of injury. Dolan in there, and he takes a strike. It is 0-2. Apologize if you're having some streaming difficulties. Bouncing ball right back to the top of the mound. House reached, got it, flips to first in time, and there is out number 1. We're working off of cell service internet. So Eagle Wi-Fi not working, or at least here at O-Strike. No plug-in internet here. And so we are at the mercy of cell coverage here in Washtenaw County. There's a strike. It is 0-1. On Isaiah Peterson. Peterson, 2 singles, and he flew out in the 5th. Hits here now in the 7th. 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. It is 0-2. One gone in the 7th. Base is clear. EMU on top 6-4. Next one's low and away. One-two pitch to Peterson. Stuck the bat on the ball, loops it to left. Kirk back, under it, now in. Makes the head high squeeze. 2 up, 2 down here in the Bobcats 7th. Here's A.J. Roush. Roush was hit by a pitch, scored in the 3rd, flew out in the 5th, grounded out in the 1st, hits here now. Thomas House now at 90 pitches, and the pitch is low and outside, 1-0. Next one, swing and a miss. It seemed to dive. Started up, let her high, came on down, 1-1 the count. Roush couldn't corral it. Next one, fastball outside, hit the glove, was a good pitch, but it was outside, 2-1 the count. Colin Kasperbauer on deck. All he's done today is have 2 singles and a run-scoring triple. 2-1, check swing, thought about firing, didn't, low, it's 3-1. It's a really good play. That ball didn't have a whole lot of pace to it, rolled near the bag at second. Shortstop Hopkins had a glove exchange and throw on one motion, and he got him, and that's a 1-2-3 rack for Thomas House, and Ohio's down 6-4 as they stretch here at O-Strike. Ohio down by 2 to EMU. This is Bobcat Baseball. Seventh inning stretch is done. Good participation here at O-Strike Stadium. As Ohio trails 6-4, Chase Harris back out there. Daniel Workington to lead it off. 2, 3, and 4 scheduled for the EMU crew, and that's a ball to start it. It's 1-0. 6-7-0 for EMU. 4-7-1 for the green and white. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. For Workington, it is 1-1. Workington today singled and scored in the 4th, lined out in the 5th, grounded out in the 1st. Flies one to right. Roush under it on the run. In and to his right. Lost his cap, but he caught the ball. One gone here in the Eagles' 7th. Here's Matt Kirk, their left fielder. Kirk golfed one out of here in the 5th, doubled and scored in the 4th, grounded out in the 1st. Raining again at the ballpark. You could hear it on the roof. Rain for a good portion of the morning. And the pitch. Fouled off, third base side, out of play. 0-1. Will be a little cooler tomorrow and then on Sunday, but isn't supposed to rain. 0-1 the count and the pitch. Inside, 1-1. Looking for a flagpole here. There isn't one. The American flag is on the wall in left field. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Now, what's being built out there? Soccer and lacrosse turf field. Campus here is to the east of the athletic part of their campus. I guess technically this is campus, but this is where the athletics happens here. This is where they make the athletics. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good pitch.
The center fielder, number 30, Brady Hubie.
Here's Brady Hubie. Hubie grounded out, flew out, hit in the 5th. 2 gone, bases clear, bottom of the 7th, 6-4 EMU. Hubie's their cleanup hitter. Head coach Eric Roush having a couple of words for him before he gets into the box. Again, thanks for bearing with us through the technical difficulties today. It's a brave new world of broadcasting now where we're internet only, and so you got to have secure internet to broadcast, and ours is a little shaky today. But anyway, thanks for listening if you can. 1-0 is the count on Brady Hubie. I guess we could all use the practice, so this might be like batting practice for me if nobody's listening. Or just entertaining the press box. 1-0, there's a strike, it's 1-1. Hubie, their center fielder. 2 gone, bases clear, bottom of the 7th, 6-4 Eastern. Ohio led this thing 4-0. This is tapped off the plate foul. About height on that bouncer. 1-2 the count. Rain picking up again. Red bat for Hubie. Green helmet. White uniforms for EMU. And the pitch. Low and away. 2-2 the count. Bobcats have 6 outs to play with now, and most likely against the Eagle pen. I don't know that for sure, but they do have activity. House has been good today in the latter stages. 2-2, hit on the ground through the left side hole, base hit. That flicked up some moisture as it rolled on the field turf to the grass outfield. Here's Shane Easter. Doubled in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th, lined out in the 5th. No activity in Ohio's pen. 2 gone, bottom of the 7th. Two gone, runner at first. That's 8 hits on the day for Eastern Michigan. Harris turns and fires to first. Back in time as a runner. The line on Eddie Cutt, Ohio's starter today. He went 5 1/3 through 87 pitches, 7 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Harris out of the pen throws in a strike call to Shane Easter. It is 0-1. House 94 pitches for Eastern, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 3 strikeouts. Throw to first. Bounced in, knocked down by Baker. He had to play hopscotch over the runner who slid in front of him. Count still holding at 0-1. Closed stance slightly for Easter. You don't see that very often. Like Robin out there. 0-1 pitch. Inside out at foul, rolled near first. It's 0-2. 0-2 the count, 2 gone, runner at first. 6-4 Eastern Michigan. Harris now comes set. And the 0-2 pitch with a runner holding. Fouled off again. New baseball is delivered to the home plate umpire. EMU with the 4 runs in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. Man on, 2 gone here. Harris for Shane Easter. Upstairs, 1-2. It's tax day. You've got, what is it, to the end of literally to midnight, I guess, to get it in? 5 o'clock? I don't know. It's like the trade deadline. When does it end? 1-2 the count. All of your careful accounting. Today's the day. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Climbed the ladder with the fastball, and Easter goes down on strikes. No runs, a hit. No errors, and a man left. We've played 7 complete. 6-4 Eastern Michigan. This is Bobcat Baseball. Someone is very excited that Zach Gillig's in the game for Eastern Michigan. He's from a tiny little hamlet of Kansas called Valley Center. 6'2", 215. I think that's near the 3rd largest ball of twine, where they were looking for in National Vacation, the Chevy Chase movie, National Lampoon's Vacation. Anyway, he's in there now. Gillig, 6'2", 215, redshirt junior. 6-4 the score. We're in the 8th. EMU on top. Gillig 1-2 with a 5.64 ERA. 11th appearance, 22 1/3 innings of work, 24 hits. 14 earned runs on 24 runs scored against him. 23 strikeouts, 7 walks. Opposition hitting .270 against him. Zach Gillig. Well, this is the part in the lineup you need up here. In the 8th, Colin Kasperbauer, Mason Minzy, Will Sturrick, and hopefully more. As Ohio's down 6-4 as it's raining hard here in Southeast Michigan, as it has off and on throughout the day. Next one, fly ball, right field, will stay in the park. Hugo now in, still in, lost his cap, but he has the ball. Two-handed head-high squeeze. Kasperbauer retired for the first time today. Here's Mason Minzy. Singled in the first, grounded out in the 3rd, lined out in the 5th. Good news, I'm told tax day is Monday now. So all of your financial wheelings and dealings, you can find a way to deduct however you deduct whatever you deduct. You just write it off. That's all. Pitch misses outside to Mason Minzy. It's 1-0. What is a write-off? I don't know. You just write it off, and then you get money back, right? It's the American way. 1-0, fly ball foul, third base side out of play. I think there are less things that you could write off now as that foul ball hit a Dolphin. 1-1 the count. I don't know how write-offs work, but it's good to have them because money's good, right? Like to have more of it. Anyway, if you're not done with your taxes yet, apparently you have until Monday. 1-1, missed outside, 2-1 the count. I'm sure my parents are listening right now, and I'm sure they're not happy with the fact that my taxes are not done yet. But apparently they will be done, I'm told. Fly ball foul, third base side out of play, 2-2 the count on Mason Minzy. To more pressing matters here, Ohio would like to get a man on. 1 gone in the 8th. Ohio down 6-4. Bobcats led 4-0 in this one to start. Minzy waits and shoots it foul. On the ground, just to the right of Craig Moore. The midweek game, Ohio lost to Marshall, and this is the more important game of these games here. MAC games and the midweeks, of course. 2-2, tapped at the plate, foul ball. That was fielded barehanded by Dolney, but it's foul. 2-2 the count. Can the Cats come back today? Two and two the count, the pitch. Minzy takes just wide. Good high. 3-2 the count. From Gillig. Their staff ERA is 6.63. That's Ohio's staff ERA. Eastern staff ERA 6.11. And both ball clubs right around that. 6-4 EMU. Payoff pitch coming to 1 gone. Low and away. Good eye by Mason Minzy. A 1-out walk. Tying run to the plate. Will Sturek. That was a very disciplined plate appearance for Mason Minzy there. He eyed that zone very well, much like you would expect a catcher to do. Here's Will Sturek. Sturek, ground out, strikeout, ground out. Time called. As Minzy was taking off some of the protective gear. 1 gone, tying runner at first, 6-4 Eastern. We're in the 8th. Ball club's 9-7 in MAC play. Eastern is. Ohio 7-9. Pitch in the turf, low. Obviously, it's in the turf, so it's going to be low. It's 1-0. On the air tomorrow for a doubleheader. Cell internet provided at 12:50. 1-0 upstairs. 2-0. It will be a doubleheader. 7-inning ball game, 9-inning ball game. Single contest on Easter Sunday. 2-0 the count, 1 gone. Runner at first. We'll see what Will Sturek can do here. And he takes a fastball strike at the knees. Cut the plate in half. It's 2-1. Lights on here. Still raining. Not as windy as it was earlier in the day. 2-1 the count. Sturek, Ohio's DH. Takes low. Good eye. 3-1 the count. Do the Bobcats have some battle back in them today? Spencer Harbert's on deck. He's 0 for 3. Sturek's 0 for 3, but working here with the 3-1 count, a runner at first. Takes a strike. 3-2. Inside edge. Maybe about belt high, but was a good pitch from Gillig. Do you put Minzy in motion with the full count and 1 gone? Has a decent lead. He's held on. He's holding. Payoff pitch. Line drive, center field. Base hit. Hitting second, Minzy puts the stops on there as he goes back to the bag. Single for Sturek. Go ahead, runner to the plate. Tying runner aboard. Here's Spencer Harbert. Spencer has 20 runs batted in. That's 4th on the ball club. He has 7 homers. That is tops for this Cat crew. Time called. Eastern's pitching coach out. with one gone here in the 8th, and Ohio down 6-4. Bobcat baseball in the 8th inning, presented by Hugh White. If the deal's right, it must be Hugh White. Ohio with 8 hits on the day now. Bobcats down 6-4 at Eastern Michigan. Game 1 of the 4-game series. Minzy at second, Sturek at first. Meeting Dunn on the mound. Spencer Harbert at the plate. Back of the box, slightly open stance, and the pitch. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. Harbert in the 6th spot in the lineup. And the pitch. Fouled back. 1-1. House settled into the game, the Ross, Ohio native, as Eastern starter. To the pen now, Zach Gillig, Gillig. 6'2" righty, brings it home on 1-1. Low and in. 2-1. Skidding on his knees, Dolney, back of Harbert to make sure that didn't get away. 2-1 the count. Michael Richardson on deck. Bobcats down 2, tying runner at first. And the pitch. Bouncing ball, headed into right. It's there for a base hit. Green light on, rounding third, Minzy. He will score as the throw is up the first base side. 6-5 Eastern Michigan. RBI single to right, Spencer Harbert. RBI number 21 on his season. To second on the play, Will Sturek. Nice piece of hitting for Harbert. Went the other way with it. Time called. Eric Roof out. 4th-year head coach for Eastern Michigan motions to the pen. So Eastern will go to their relievers for the 2nd time today. Runners on 1st and 2nd, 1 gone. Top of the 8th, 6-5. Ohio down 1. We'll tell you about the new Eagle arm after this timeout. From Ypsilanti, Michigan, this is Bobcat Baseball. New pitcher into the ballgame for Eastern Michigan, Frankie Volkers. 25, Frankie Volkers. Volkers. 6 foot, 225, junior from Maple Grove, Minnesota. Volkers making his 9th appearance. He's 1-1 with an 8.24 ERA. Does have a save. 19 2/3 innings of work. 24 hits, 18 runs, 18 earned. 17 walks, 23 strikeouts. Opposition hitting a robust 308 against him. Runners on 1st and 2nd here. Top of the 8th inning. Ohio Down 6-5. RBI single, Spencer Harbert. He's at first. Sturek at second. Michael Richardson, the batter. And the pitch is low. 1-0. Richardson today singled in the 6th, grounded out in the 4th, flew out in the 2nd. Hits here now. 2 aboard, 1 gone. In the 8th, Ohio with the run already in. Right on right, Richardson with the red bat and the pitch. I didn't mean to do it. He nubbed it foul. 1-1. Wind picking up a little bit. Might be changing direction a bit. On at second, Sturek. First, Harbert. Richardson, Ohio 7-hole hitting second baseman. 2 white batting gloves, slightly closed stance. Rocks the bat and the pitch. Low and away. 2-1. There is hitting room in right center field if Richardson can go the other way. Cale Baker 0 for 3. He's on deck. Ohio down 6-5 in the 8th. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Dialed it up, did Volkers. Richardson asked if that was a strike or not. 2-2 the count. Volkers at the belt. Brings it home on 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The slider. Little cut to it. Either way, it was tailing away.
The first baseman, number 50, Cale Baker.
2 gone. Here's Cale Baker. Up to Cale Baker here. Ohio a run closer than they were at the end of the 7th. Down 6-5 now. Cale Baker trying to come through. 0 for 3 today. And the pitch. That's low and inside. Want to know the count. Baker said his older brother went to Ohio, has a younger brother at Ohio. Traveled a bit, for sure, in his college career. Want to make sure that he came back home. And the 1-0. Inside, 2-0 the count. This would be a fine time for one of his biggest hits as a Bobcat. First and second, the runners. 2-0 the count. He is close to the plate. Kind of leans out over the plate. 2-0 pitch. Inside, missed. 3-0. 2 gone, 2 on. Ohio down 6-5. We're in the 8th with the run already in. Nick Dolan on deck. 3-0 pitch. Do you green light him? He's taking all the way, and there's the strike. 3-1. More signs flashed by Craig Moore in that third base coach's box. He said he and Eric Roush, Eastern Michigan's head coach, are friends. We'll see what he can do against his friend right here. 3-1, fly ball center field deep, way back there. Warning track wall gone. A Bobcat Cale Baker blast. And Ohio takes the lead in the 8th. It is 8-6. Cale Baker with his first bomb as a Bob. Just to the right, a straightaway center field. RBIs 5, 6, and 7 for Cale Baker, and Ohio's on top. 8-6, Ohio leads. Here's Nick Dolan. And the pitch. Fastball low, it's 1-0. Just kind of had a feeling that he might have it in him, and he did. Just to the right, a straightaway center, and gone by plenty. Fly ball, back a home foul, 0-2 on Nick Dolan. One and one, the count, my apologies. 1-1. 2 gone, Ohio has the lead. And the pitch, there's the strike. 1-2. So Ohio on top by 2 in the 8th. And Baker's the one to do it. Pitch is low in the turf. 2-2 the count. 2 gone, a 4 spot for Ohio here in the inning. Minzy, Sturrock, Harbert, and Baker all score. Fly ball center field. This ball's deep from Dolan. Way back, warning track wall gone. Back-to-back jacks for the Cats. And Ohio leads it 9-6. Nick Dolan does it after the Baker blast. Bottom of the lineup coming through. It's all coming up Bobcats here in the 8th inning. Nick Dolan didn't start the game, but he comes up with his second home run, RBI number 7. That again was to straightaway center. Here's Isaiah Peterson. It is pouring now, and the pitch. There's a strike. As Ohio's poured some runs into this ball game now. A 5 spot in the 8th inning. Peterson today, 2-for-4. There's a strike. And the big-time damage with 2 outs. 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Sorry, that's the 0-2 pitch called strike 3. Peterson goes down on strikes, inning done. But it started with the RBI for Harbert. Then a 3-run shot, Cale Baker. Solo shot, Nick Dolan. Cats with the shot here against EMU. Up 9-6 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Presented by Hugh White. This is Bobcat Baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning presented by Hugh White. Chase Harris back on the hill for Ohio. Brand new ball game, 9-6 Bobcats. 9-11-1 for the gray-clad Cats. 6-8-0 for the white-clad Eagles. Harris out there. Aaron Dolney to lead it off, and there's a strike. It is 0-1. 3-run shot, Cale Baker's solo dinger for Dolan. Ohio on top by 3 after a 5-run 8th. Fastball misses outside to the left-handed hitter. It is 1-1. So the Eagles were down 4-0 to start, then led 6-4. Then Ohio with the 5 spot in the top of this inning. And the pitch. Line drive, left center field, in there for a base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. It's another Eastern Michigan double. Dolney with his second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them today. Here's Taylor Hopkins. Hopkins grounded out, singled, struck out. Well, we'll see how Ohio manages this. Ohio's going to go as far as the bullpen can take them. Really. Because this offense is good enough to score runs, as we saw in the top of the 8th inning. But what are you going to do after those runs are scored? That's been an issue. Chase Harris gives up the double here. You've got wiggle room, but you don't necessarily want to wiggle in that room as Hopkins fouls it off. And on cue, there'll be more activity in Ohio's pen. They do have arms, but those arms have to really fill these roles. You'd love this to be a shutdown inning, and I guess it still can be, but a leadoff double makes it tough. There's a strike. It's 0-2. Slid a change of pace in there to Hopkins. Their left-handed hitting shortstop. You just can't expect your ball club to have to score 7, 8, or 9 runs to win games. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Really nice job by Chase Harris.
The designated hitter, number 24, Gabe Denton.
Here's Gabe Denton, their DH. 1 gone, runner at second. Ohio on top by 3. With the lights on and the rain still falling on a gray day in southeast Michigan. Denton, their 8-hole hitter. Right on right in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Trying to get down to get it. Couldn't. 0-1. Denton, their DH, had a 2 RBI double in the 4th, walked in the 6th, grounded out in the 3rd. This would be a big-time win to come back and get it against a team that's ahead of you in the standings. 0-1. Fastball low and away. 1-1. Including today, it's 20 games left. Now, the weather should be getting better, so hopefully all of those games are going to be played. What can you do? Can you climb into those final 2 spots in the top 4 in that time? Because you know Central and Ball State are going to be up there. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball center field deep. Way back to the warning track wall. And off the top of the glove of Peterson and off the top of the wall. Hitting third and scoring without a play is Dolney. It is a double for Denton. Their 6th today. It is 9-7. That ball nearly went off the top of the glove and then went over the wall. Thank goodness the height of that wall was at the height that it went off the top of the glove and then the wall and stayed in the park. Still, it's a 1-out RBI double for Denton. Here's Glenn Miller. How many doubles can a team have in a game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For Eastern Michigan, that has to be a season high for them. 1 gone, runner at second, 9-7 the score now in the pitch. Fastball strike to Glenn Miller. 9-7 Ohio. You don't have a whole lot of more room to wiggle. Right on right in the pitch. Bouncing ball headed to center field. Cut off by the second baseman. Richardson throws with a long stretch to Baker, and he got it for the out. That's a really nice play for Michael Richardson. Well back of the bag at second. And Miller isn't slow. And the long stretch by Baker again saves runners on the corners. So now 2 gone, runner at third. Miller grounds out, 4-3, back top of the lineup. Logan Hugo. Flew out in the first, grounded out in the third, hit in the 5th. Runner at third, 2 gone. Ohio on top, 9-7. So a little wiggle's fine. No wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here. There's a strike. It is 0-1. Hugo came into the ballgame hitting .383. So here you go. Can Chase Harris make the pitches to get out of this thing here? Pitch count at 38. 0-1. That's a good pitch. Did he go? No. Just apparently low. It was over but low. 1-1 the count. Two gone, runner at third. Still raining here. It's a field turf infield, grass outfield. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground through the left side hole. Base hit. It's 9-8. RBI single, Hugo. His 14th run batted in this year. Denton scores from third. 9-8, 2 gone in the 8th. Here's Daniel Workington. '17 combined runs, 22 combined hits. Ohio is the game's lone heir. Workington, just a couple of points shy of 400. 10 homers, 24 runs batted in. There is double barrel activity in the Bobcat right field corner pen. And everybody looking down there to see if they're warm. Minzy out there to have a word with Chase Harris, whose pitch counts at 41. You have wiggled not once but twice. If it's a third wiggle in that room, this is a game that's tied at 9. Big encounter here. Right on right, and the pitch. Low, 1-0. Workington, a right-handed hitting second baseman. Closed stance. Looks hitterish up there. 2 white batting gloves. Menacing rock of the bat. Harris comes set in the 1-0. Hit the spot, outside edge, called a strike. That's a pitcher's pitch. It's 1-1. Ohio led 2-0 to start in the first. Then 4-0. This is the third multi-run rack for EMU. The pitch from Harris, tapped foul at the plate. It's 1-2, a strike away from bending, but not fully breaking. Ohio basketball had a big second half at their convocation center here and won. Ohio football won here this year. Ohio baseball trying to take game 1 of the 4-game series. 1-2 the count, runner at first, 2 gone, bottom of the 8th, 2 already in. Ohio on top 9-8. And the pitch fouled off. Ooh, he reared back and fired a fastball. And Workington laced it foul. High drama here on a Friday in the MAC. 1-2 the count. Workington with 24 runs batted in. And the pitch from Harris on 1-2. Fouled back to the screen. He was right on it. We'll do it again at 1-2. Workington wears 26. Digs back in. Touches both sides of the plate. 1-2 the count with 2 away. Hugo on it first with a good lead. And the pitch from Harris. Up and in. 2-2. Can't be easy to pitch with it raining like this. Can't be easy to hit with it raining like this. Ohio still with that bullpen getting warmed up. But Harris wants to get out of this inning, giving up just 2. 2-2 the count, 2 gone. Here it is for Workington. Swinging another fly ball down the line and right towards the bullpen. Long run, Roush, and he reaches out. He can't make the play. It is a foul ball. It's a foul ball. It is a foul ball. It looked like he had it hit off his glove in foul territory in that corner. And again, it's about a 8-foot-high wall in the outfield. It's about a 4-foot-high wall going down that retaining wall from the dugout to the wall. And Roush hit that wall. He's okay. He's walking back to his standard position and right. But the first base umpire went down the line. To his credit, he signified emphatically it was a foul ball. So we'll do it again at 2-2. 7 runs combined have been scored in the 8th inning. An 8th run in the 8th would make it a tie game. Ohio on top 9-8 here. It is raining as hard now as it has all day. 2-2 the count. Harris licks his fingers and then wipes those first 2 fingers off on his thigh. Now twirls the baseball in his right hand. Ball meets leather as he works from the stretch. 2-2 the count, 2 gone, runner at first. And the pitch, low and away. Backhanded by Minzy, it's 3-2. Hugo at first will be off with the pitch. He's not held on by Baker, who's guarding against an extra base hit behind him. Chase Harris for Daniel Workington at full. Runner goes. That just missed inside, and every Bobcat fielder was taking a step to the first base dugout. Instead, it's a walk, and Ohio is probably going to have to walk somebody else in here, you would figure. Now, Harris can still get out of the inning. It's Kirk, though. He homered in the 5th, doubled in the 4th. He golfed it out of here in the 5th. And there's the motion to the pen. It's double barrel activity, so Ohio's going to a lefty. Here's the situation with it pouring now. 2 gone in the 8th. Runners on first and second. Ohio 9, Eastern Michigan 8th. A lot of drama in the Hugh White 8th inning. We'll step aside, tell you about the new Bobcat arm after this. This is Bobcat Baseball. The Port Huron, Michigan native and Cat closer, Brett Manis, is in for Ohio. Welcome back to O-Strike Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan, with it pouring outside. Ohio leads at 9-8. Runners on first and second with 2 gone. Matt Kirk, who hit a 2-run homer in the 5th inning, doubled in the 4th inning, hits here now. 9-8 the score. Brett Manis in to put out this Eagle fire. Mann is making his 10th appearance. He's 3-2 with the 4.91 ERA. 2 saves, 18 1/3 innings of work. 20 hits, 14 runs, 10 earned. He struck out 26. He's walked 6. Opposition hits 278 against him. He hasn't given up a homer this year. Left on left here, 2 gone. Runners on first and second in the pitch. Popped him up, back a home, out of play. Got into his kitchen there, and he fouled it off. Ohio with the 5 spot in the 8th. Eastern with 2 here working in the bottom half. 0-1 the count. Outfield straight up and deep. It is pouring now. Manis comes set at the belt. Exhales, brings it home. Hit him. And Manis is gesturing that the batter Kirk stuck his arm out there. And he might have a bit, but that was coming in on him. Craig Moore out a couple of steps outside of the dugout to make sure that he gets a word in, and he motions as well the same thing. It was on the upper arm, and Ohio is arguing, not demonstratively, but still saying that he might have stuck his arm out there. Doesn't matter, not going to change. Bases are now loaded. For the cleanup hitter, Brady Hubie, who hits 276. He has 3 homers, 22 runs batted in. Singled in the 7th. Hits here now with the sacks packed and the pitch. Low. But he went. Check swing. Home plate umpire didn't appeal. He went 0-1 the count. On at third is Hugo. On at second, Workington. Kirk at first. Hubie their cleanup hitter. 9-8 the score. We're in the eighth. 2 already in for Eastern. 0-1 the count. Here it is from Brett Manis. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Fastball at the knees. You can bend, not break, and win this thing. Manis in, hopefully for a 4-out save. Leans in out of a crouch. Now straightens up. Bases loaded, 2 gone, 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got a little piece, but it was held onto by Ohio's Mason Minzy, and the inning's done. The Eagles leave them loaded. They did score 2, and we go to the ninth. 9-8 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball. Ninth inning of Internet Audio Bobcat Baseball is presented by CareSource, individual and family insurance. CareSource covered with kindness. Kindly, we say hello. From Ostrike Stadium, Ohio 9, Eastern Michigan 8. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Eagles is the younger brother of the starting pitcher for EMU. That was Thomas House. This is Trevor House. 0-2 with a 10.13 ERA. This is his 12th appearance, 16 innings of work, 26 hits, 19 runs, 18 earned, 9 walks, 22 strikeouts. Batting average against him, .366. A.J. Roush, Colin Casper-Bauer, Mason Minzy scheduled. Brett Manis slammed the door with the strikeout of their cleanup hitter to leave the sacks packed of Eagles in the bottom of the 8th inning. 9-8, still pouring here. Gray skies, lights on at the ballpark. Chilly and very wet. So Trevor House, left-handed pitcher, 6 foot 160, in there now. An Ohio native, and the first one to Roush is a strike. It is 0-1. And the pitch. Fastball at the knees, but called a ball. 1-1. Ohio led this thing 4-0. Trailed 6-4. Led 9-6. And now it's 9-8. Next one's high. 2-1. It is pouring now. You could hear it on the roof. Next one misses outside. Dolney, the catcher, extended that right leg out as he received the pitch. 3-1 the count. There's a strike. It's 3-2. Roush took a step to first. He thought that was ball 4. Payoff pitch. Little humpback soft liner. Finds a patch and right for a base hit. That was slow motion. Workington to his left. The ball at the A in Michigan on the field turf. And into right. Leadoff single here. Here's Colin Casper-Bauer. 2 singles, an RBI triple, and a flyout for Ohio's left-handed hitting third baseman. The Bobs have battled back. The Cats have come back up by 1. Left on left in the pitch. That was high and tight. It did hit him as he tosses the bat away and jogs to first. That was off the uniform top sleeve. So that's the 4th time that Casper Bauer's been on today. Up to second goes Roush. Here's Mason Minzy. He's been on twice, singled in the 1st, walked in the 8th, hits here now in the 9th. 9-8 Ohio. Insurance would help. Right now, Ohio has no insurance, just the 1-run lead. And the pitch, high, 1-0. Trevor House has a staff-high ERA. Has a staff-high batting average against. Staff-high 12 appearances now. 2-0 the count. So they must believe in his stuff. But those numbers aren't good. And Ohio has an opportunity here to add on. Minzy, Ohio's cleanup hitter. And the pitch. That's fouled off. First base side out of play. 2-1 the count. Time called. Minzy wipes some of that rainwater off his right batting glove. It's not like the pants are all that much drier. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. Upstairs, 3-1. Pouring rain. Now, I don't have any way to gauge the volume of rain off the roof, but to me it sounds like it's raining hard. 3-1, got under it, fly ball, right center field. This ball's deep. This ball is going to be caught and dropped. It banged off the wall. Actually, Hubie was there. 1 run scores, and that's all. It is 10-8. Out there in the gap in the right center field, Hubie, it looked like it hit his glove, but it did fall in. And it is a double for Mason Minzy, and there's the insurance. 10-8 the score. Double for Minzy. Roush scores. Casper Bauer to third. To Hubie's credit, he had to go a long way for that ball. It seemed like a lot longer for him than Hugo and Wright. Second and third, the runners now. There's an insurance run with 2 more out there. And here's the pitch to Will Sturrock. There's the strike. It's 0-1. A lot of ebbs and flows to this game. It's rained constantly now the last couple innings. 0-1. Misses low and in. 1-1 the count. Infield in for Eastern. Still nobody out in the top of the 9th with Ohio on top 2, 10-8. House from the stretch and the pitch. Low, knocked down. 2-1. 13 hits for Ohio today. 11 for EMU. Can you bust this thing open in the 9th? A 10 spot for Ohio today. Next one's low and in. 3-1. Spencer Harbert on deck. House from the stretch in the 3-1. Low and away, ball 4, bases loaded. Casper Bauer at third. Minzy at second. On at first is Sturrock. Mason Minzy is a extra base hitting machine. Now 20 of his 31 hits have been for extra bases. Time called, and we might see a change here. With nobody gone and the bases loaded, top of the ninth, Ohio on top 10-8. Long walk out to the mound for Eric Roush, the head coach, and he's going to the pen. So Ohio's up by 2, looking for more on a wet day in Washtenaw County. Ohio 10, Eastern Michigan 8. New pitcher in. We'll tell you about him next. This is Bobcat Baseball. New pitcher for Eastern Michigan is Justin Reinkel, Reinkall, making his 10th appearance. Reinkel 1-1 with a 6 ERA, 15 innings of work, 19 hits, 15 runs, 10 earned, 6 walks, 13 strikeouts, opponents hitting .300 against him. Justin Reinkel into the ballgame for EMU, wears 45, righty, 6'3", 205 from Superior, Wisconsin. And the first pitch to Spencer Harbert is a fly ball hit deep to left center, caught by Hubie, running to the wall, tagging at third, scoring is Casper Bauer. It is 11-8 Ohio on an RBI flyout for Spencer Harbert. Gave it a ride, brings in a run. Here's Michael Richardson to third on the play. Goes Minzy to second. Well, actually staying at first is Sturek. Here's Richardson. First and third, the runners, one gone. Ohio with the 2 spot here in the ninth. Squaring to bunt, putting it down to the right of the mound. Down to get it, only play first, brings in a run. Minzy scores on a squeeze. Ohio trying to squeeze past EMU. It's 12-8 now. Richardson with a great bunt. And out of the play. As the pitcher came down to pick it up, only play was to first. Here's Cale Baker, who gave Ohio the lead in the 8th with a 3-run shot to center. 12-8 Ohio, 3 here in the 9th. Runner at second, that's Sturek. And it's a 1-0 count here on Cale Baker. Yeah, some battle back for the Bobs today for sure. Setting the tone here against the Eagles. 1-0, strike outside edge, good pitch, it's 1-1. As we know, you're only as good as your next day's starting pitching. A lot of times, you're only as good as your bullpen can be. Ohio with 12 runs on 13 hits today. Offense not an issue. 1-1. Bounced foul. Wide of third. It's 1-2. 2 gone in the 9th. Runner at second. Ohio up by 4. One and 2 the count. Baker with his first Bobcat home run in the 8th. 1-2 pitch. Low and away. Nice save by The Eagle catcher, it's 2-2. Two gone, runner at second. Baker in the 8th spot, Ohio's first baseman. He's played a good defensive first base today, too. 2-2, low, 3-2. You remember some of the plays that he made earlier in the game, long stretches, good plays back of the bag. He has had a complete cat effort today. 3-2 the count with 2 gone. And the pitch from Renkel. Low and in, ball 4. Inning continues. Here's Nick Dolan. Inning started with a single for Roush. Casper Bauer was hit. Double for Minzy, brought in a run. Walk for Sturrock. Fly out. Harbert brought in a run. Here's the pitch. Bounce to third. Well off the bag. Miller goes the short way to Workington at second. And they force out Baker. And the inning's over. But Ohio scores 3 on 1, 2, 3 hits. No errors. 2 left. We're done with 8.5. 12-8 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball. The course of this game has changed a number of times, and Ohio now has a 4-run cushion, and the Cats try to close it out in the bottom of the 9th. 12-8 Ohio. Welcome back to Ostrike Stadium. Game 1 of the 4-game series. Ohio trying to win Game 1 of the 4-game series. And it would give Ohio a 14-15 record, and Ohio would be 8-9 in the league. Shane Easter to lead it off on this Easter weekend Friday. Easter doubled, grounded out, lined out, and struck out. 1 for 4. First pitch swinging against Brett Manis, fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. Easter, 288, hitting right-handed first baseman. We're in the 9th, and Ohio on top 4. The kick and the pitch from Manis. Bouncing ball to first. Baker on an in-between. Tough hop, made the play right at the bag for the out.
The catcher, number 28, Aaron Dolney.
He's had a really good day defensively, and then with that big Bobcat blast. 1 gone in the 9th. Here's Aaron Dolney. He struck out, reached on an error. 2 doubles for their catcher, Aaron Dolney. Left-handed batter. Manis trying to close this thing out for his 3rd save of the year. The pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. Chase Harris would be the winner. He improved to 3-0. There's a fly ball into right, in there in the corner, base hit. Over to get it, Roush, and into second with the stand-up double is Dolney. That is their 7th double today. That is Dolney's 3rd. Here's Taylor Hopkins. 1 for 4 today. Their shortstop, yep, he is their shortstop, left-handed hitter. 1 gone in the 9th, Ohio on top by 4. After losing to Marshall midweek, You wanted to get back to the winning ways, and after they won the second game of the doubleheader last Sunday over Toledo, this is sliced foul. It is 0-1. Tone was set early. Then the Eagles flew back to a 2-run lead. Ohio up by 4 right now. That's how they started the game. 0-1 pitch. Low and away, 1-1. Still raining, not as hard as it was before, but still raining right now. 1-1 the count with 1 away and a runner at second. Manis from the stretch, and here it is. Fastball strike, outside edge, to the left-handed hitter. 1-2. Manis had the big strikeout to leave him loaded in the bottom of the 8th. He got the cleanup hitter, Hubie. Hopkins, the 7-hole hitter. He struck out twice today. 2 strikes and a ball here. Runner at second, 1 gone to the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brett Manis climbed the ladder. Hopkins strikes out for the 3rd time. Eagles down to their final bullet. Gabe Denton, their DH. He has 2 of their 7 doubles. He brought in 2 in the 4th. Runner at second, 2 gone. 12-8 Ohio, bottom of the 9th. On a chilly, wet Friday in southeast Michigan. A stern look back to the press box to take the music down. 2 gone. The pitch to Denton. This is outside. 1-0. Offense not the problem today at all. And Brett Manis doing what he does in his home state. 1-0 pitch. Turned on deep to left towards the corner and foul. 1-1. He's got 8 homers this year. Matt Kirk hit a homer for the Eagles in the 5th. 1-1 the count. Time called. But still in the box is Denton. Manis and out away from his 3rd save. 1-1, up and away, 2-1. He's had some rocky outings, but this would be really big for him getting back to what he does as he twirls the ball behind him as he leans in. Wipes to a new pitch. Runner at second, 2 gone. 2-1 pitch. There's a strike in the outside edge. Took something off a fastball, and the Eagles are down to their final strike. Bobcats up by 4 in the 9th. 2-2 the count, 2 gone, runner at second. Manis for Gabe Denton. High, 3-2. Colin Sells has Ohio's other save. Manis, a strike away from his 3rd. 3-2 the count, 2 gone, runner at second. Bottom of the 9th, and Ohio on top by 4. Manis for Denton. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Paint this one, Ohio, green and white. The Bobcats win. They battled back, and the Cats do come back to win it by 4, 12-8 in Game 1 of this 4-game Easter weekend series. Line score in the contest for Ohio, 12 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. For Eastern Michigan, 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Time of the ball game, right around, 3 hours. In front of a decent crowd here at O-Strike Stadium. The win for Ohio, Chase Harris. Harris is now 3-0. Losing pitcher is Volkers. Yes. Volkers, he's 1-2. Save, Brett Manis is third. Ohio wins at 12-8 after leading 4-0 to start, down 6-4, 5 in the 8th, 3 in the 9th. The Eagles scored 2 in the 8th. Ohio wins it 12-8. Ohio now on the year is 14-15 and 8-9. Eastern Michigan 13-17 and 9-8. Bobcat Baseball is supported by McDonald's, People's Bank, Union Street Diner, Go-Mart, Steak and Shake, Integrated Services, Qdoba, Hugh White, and CareSource. Doubleheader tomorrow on the internet air at around, 12:50 for a 1 o'clock first pitch. 7 inning, followed by a 9 for oodles of fun. Here as Ohio takes on Eastern Michigan. Thanks for listening. If Passover is your holiday, hope you have a happy one. If Easter is your holiday, hope you have a happy and hoppy Easter this weekend as well. My name is Russ Eisenstein. Ohio wins at 12-8 over Eastern Michigan. Good night from Ostrike Stadium. This is Bobcat Baseball.